Welcome back, everyone. We are finally back with the Denver Broncos in this Madden 25 rebuild. I've had kind of a sporadic last 2 weeks, but now we're back in full swing, starting today. It is year 2 with the Broncos, and week 1, we took the victory against the Washington Commanders, led by Jaden Daniels, who was kind of subbed out after a couple of injury concerns, with Davis Mills coming in for a touchdown drive. But we got this win thanks to a solid day from Bo Nix. No turnovers by him, which is kind of a big difference compared to a lot of our games last year. The ground game was actually not too bad at all. Kamara had nearly 5 yards to carry. Greg Cooks, though, the rookie running back, kind of struggled. Did not really get the best run blocking. Kamara definitely outperformed him. And we gave up plenty of yards on average on the ground in this game. So hoping for some better run defense going forward. But this week, we face the Chargers. And not just the Chargers, our former running back as well, in Javonte Williams, according to our scouting report. We let him go as a free agent in our last offseason, and now he is in LA in our same division. So I think I'm going to watch this game first, and then we'll watch probably the Chiefs game, the second Chiefs game, in a couple of weeks in our next episode. We just lost 3 starters in training. Our left tackle Garrett Bowles has a dislocated wrist. Pat Surtain out with a high ankle sprain for this week against the Chargers, and now we've also got Tyrell Dodson, one of our biggest free agent pickups in our last offseason, out for 2 weeks with a broken finger. So 1 offensive player, 2 defensive players, but all 3 are starters, and they're all pretty key starters too. Our secondary is not very good right now, but I will say we had some pretty impressive games from our 2 rookie secondary players in Luke Blackstock and Jamil Barber, the latter of whom had a pick on Daniels in the first quarter of week 1. So I was very impressed by him. But if we go into sorts, Barber, of course, is the starting free safety. I thought he was pretty impressive. Blackstock also had plenty of deflections and pass breakups in week 1. So we'll get an even more in-depth look this week, as Blackstock will become our number 1 corner, I believe, on our depth chart for this 1 week. And speaking of Barber, we have a skill point to use for him. He's currently a 76 overall hybrid free safety. I think he probably could use some better zone coverage to match the man coverage. So we'll go zone here first. And for him, we end up getting +1 zone, couple of pursuit and tackle points too. So here we go. It's going to be at Mile High Stadium, taking on the LA Chargers. Our first real full game, watching a matchup between these 2 rivals, but it's an AFC West matchup here at Empower Field at Mile High Stadium. Denver, Colorado welcomes you to week 2 as the Broncos come in 1-0. Herbert and Jim Harbaugh looking for their first win of the season. Week 2 kickoff is officially underway here in Denver. Return brought out from the 5-yard line up across the 25. The Broncos will start with the football just shy of their 30-yard line. Out comes Bo Nix and the offense. Here we go. From the 29-yard line, we're starting on the ground. This is Cooks breaking a tackle, but still not a whole lot there. Kamara checks in, 2nd down. He'll get the catch in the flat, and he's planted for a loss of 4. Joey Bosa in the backfield. Empty look for Bo Nix. It's a screen setting up, but nowhere to go for Marvin Mims. Chargers all over it. The Broncos start the ball game 3 and out. LA starts with the ball from their 27. They'll hand it off. Left side run. 4 yards for Javonte Williams, the former Bronco. Upfield, it's Williams, but not a whole lot there. Tackle made by Alex Singleton. And it's 3rd and 6 for the Chargers. Empty look for Herbert here. Got to get to about the 38-yard line for a first, and they're going to get a lot more than that across the Denver 45-yard line. That's Amari Cooper, one of their biggest pickups in last year's free agent class. Running right, Williams breaks a tackle, but is kind of walled off from getting much more. It's a gain of 3. Little draw here to Williams. He's hit down again, averaging just over 2 yards per carry. That time it was Jamil Barber on the tackle. And it's 3rd and 5 for Los Angeles. Herbert back to throw. He's got time and a man open. It's Amari Cooper for his second 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive for LA. Play fake and knocked away over the middle by Baron Browning, and coverage way down the field for some reason. Inside the 5-yard line. That brings up 2nd down. Herbert has time to throw. It's caught by Williams inside the red zone. 3rd and 2 coming up. They need 2 yards. They'll give it to Williams, who runs past his blocker and gets enough to move the sticks. LA 3 for 3 on 3rd down so far, as they'll get 8 yards closer to the line to gain. That is Josh Oliver on that reception. And they are 6 yards away from pay dirt here on their opening drive. Herbert's for the end zone and caught for a touchdown. It's Josh Palmer. Los Angeles strikes first. A clinical opening drive here. Well, all right. Can the offense respond here? After an opening 3 and outs, we hand it off to Kamara, but there's nothing there. Here's Nix. Clean pocket underneath. Caught by Sutton. It's his first target. It's 3rd down. Need to get to about the 39-yard line to keep this drive going and avoid our second 3 and outs of the game. It's a lofted pass and well underthrown by Bo Nix. The offense was pretty hit or miss back in week 1, and so far it's been all misses here in the first quarter as Williams takes it outside, breaks a tackle, and picks up 1st down yardage. Full house on 1st and 10, and the flats they go to Oliver. It's a loss of 4. Tackle made by Baron Browning, coming off a breakout campaign a year ago. It's a 4-yard loss, brings up 2nd and long. They're going to go through the air. Herbert's pass caught for a 1st down and more up across midfield. Amari Cooper already 61 yards in the first quarter alone. Without Surtain, it's going to be a pretty tough day in pass coverage, you would have to imagine, for Chris Abrams-Drain and Luke Blackstock, our top 2 corners with that injury. They're going to have their hands full with Amari Cooper and Palmer, as another broken tackle by Williams leads to a 3rd and 2 coming up just inside the 40-yard line. Defense trying to keep them outside of field goal range, just barely. Williams will convert on 3rd down. Well, that was pretty much an all-Chargers first quarter. They have the ball in Denver territory to open the second. And Williams already with 10 carries on the day, trying to prove to us why we should have kept this guy around and why it wasn't a mistake to let him go to a division rival. He gets the reception here, but gets absolutely leveled by Singleton. 11 yards to go on third down. Herbert links up inside the 10. Will Dissly on the reception, the former Seahawk. And that is the 5th of 5 attempts on third down conversions for LA. Perfect on their first handful of drives. And it's 1st and goal. We are missing those 2 starting defenders as Williams breaks a tackle from Baron Browning and picks up 4.5. Back to throw. Herbert facing pressure underneath, and it's caught for another LA touchdown. This time it's Ladd McConkey, the second-year wideout. And an early 14-0 lead for the Chargers. Broncos take over. The offense has to do something on this drive to get us back in this game because so far it has been all Chargers the entire time. 2 touchdown drives, 2 3-and-outs forced. Here's Nix under pressure, caught for a first down, but Dulcich lost the ball. It's recovered by Derwin James. We had our first down of the afternoon, and Dulcich coughs it up on the second play of the drive. That fumble clear as day. James recovers it, and the Chargers get it right back, taking over at midfield. Horrible start to this one for the Broncos. On second down, here's Williams trying to find a crease, but nothing opens up. Another 3rd and long for LA. They've had no problem converting here so far. Can the defense get off the field? Herbert's all day to throw, hit as he gets rid of it. That one's broken up down the field. That was a key stop by our defense. Offense back on the field. First down, Courtland Sutton. From the 43, Nix pressured from behind and sacked by Khalil Mack. It seems for every good play, there's about 5 bad ones made by the offense. Nix has to get rid of it. Kamara's got a blocker, but is undercut. And it's 3rd and 13 for the Broncos. Got to get across midfield and a couple extra yards to keep this drive alive. Slip screen setting up. Kamara gets the first down. Surprised that worked that well, but we'll take it. We brought Kamara in to be that kind of 3rd down receiving back, but so far he's definitely been our best running back. He gets better blocking. He gets better play calling when he's on the field for some reason. Not so much for Greg Cooks, and I believe Jaleel McLaughlin is still our 3rd stringer, as Cooks picks up about 7 or so yards. And it's 3rd and 3. Kamara back on the field. We are just inside field goal range. And we're going to fake the handoff and get the first down to Marvin Mims. Good call. Inside the LA 30-yard line, here is a slant setting up for Troy Franklin. He picks up 8 yards. That brings up 2nd and 2. Got Khalil Mack, top of your screen, coming off the edge. We'll hand it off instead to Greg Cooks, who picks up first down yardage. Out of the warning. Here's Nix to the outside. Caught by Mims. Gain of 5. Broncos looking for their first points of the half. And we're not going to get anything here. It's picked off. Returned up across the 25-yard line. Asante Samuel Jr. with the interception off of Bo Nix in the end zone. A 28-yard return. And after a pretty promising drive, Nix makes a mistake. Intended for Troy Franklin. Just a late throw. And the co-route is undercut. It is still 14-0 Chargers. They got a 2-minute drill here to close the first half, but they're going backwards. Herbert dragged down for Baron Browning's first sack of the season. That makes it 16 yards to go, and the delay of game is going to back him up by 5 more yards. Just kind of a late motion there, and it's going to be 2nd and 21. We'll hand it off to Williams, but he's going to lose a yard. Several negative plays made by the Chargers on this drive, and we might actually have a chance to get the ball back prior to halftime if we can stop them on 3rd and 22. This would be our second third down stop of the game to this point, and they're going to go backwards again. Loss of 3. Singleton playing very well in this first half. Pretty good starting field position for the Broncos. We got 53 seconds and 1 timeout to get at least in field goal range. As Nix looks downfield and has a man, it's Courtland Sutton for a big first down. From the 36, pressure coming underneath, caught by Cooks for a 5-yard gain. Denver trying to go hurry up here and get as many plays off as they can to get further towards the end zone. Underneath again for Dulcich, who breaks a tackle and tries to reach across, but he is tackled 1 yard shy of the sticks. Broncos come out fast once again, going no huddle. Underneath again for Kamara this time, and now we call it out with 12 seconds on the clock. 23 yards out. Nix taking his time. He'll throw it away. Good job there with time management. And out comes the field goal unit for potentially our first points of the day. The kick is up from Will Lutz, and good. The Broncos are finally on the board. And that will take us to halftime. LA up 14-3 at the break. They scored on their first 2 drives, have not scored since then, but the Broncos have really struggled offensively. We have not ran the ball very well. We have not passed the ball well, had the turnover on that first promising drive. Meanwhile, the Chiefs drop nearly 50 points on the Packers, a 49-28 victory as the Packers fall to 0-2. The Chiefs moves to 2-0. You've got Rams at Niners in that NFC West rivalry matchup, and the Niners lead going into halftime 17-7. Colts hosting the Raiders, and they took that one 23-16 to move to 2-0 as the Raiders pick up their first loss of the year. So a little update there for our division as we have the only other 2 teams in the AFC West facing off here in this one. We'll see what happens here in this second half. What a return on the opening kickoff of the second half. Returned up to the 40-yard line, and that is great starting field position for LA. They already lead by 11. They need 60 yards to make it an 18-point game. Here's the give to McConkey up the sideline and tackled out of bounds at the 21-yard line in Denver territory. What a pair of plays to open this third quarter for Jim Harbaugh's Chargers. And our defense just make one big play to give us the ball back. Herbert back to throw, and the pass is broken up by Abrams-Drain. Herbert, a deep drop back, and the pass is picked off. There it is, the play I was waiting for. That is the second pick of the season. Oh, the first pick of the season for Luke Blackstock, the first of his career. He played very well back in week 1, and now he and Barber both have INTs here in the first 2 weeks of the year. I think we may have hit on these 2 draft picks, people. And the Broncos get their first turnover of the afternoon to make up for the Knicks INT back in the first half. And here we go. From the 15-yard line, the first pass for Knicks is nearly intercepted by Colson. And really should have been. It's just a drop. Lucky break there for the second-year quarterback. Play fake, pressure coming, pass batted away by Colson. Third down for Denver. Pass caught this time by Dulcich, broken tackle, and he's across the 40. Greg Cooks checks in on first down. We keep it through the air for Dulcich. He picks up 6 more yards. So after a fumble on his first touch, he's been relatively sure-handed since then. Has not dropped a pass to this point. And we've got second down just shy of midfield. Kamara motions out wide. Empty look for Bo Nix. Quick throw. Caught by Mims. Fake give to Cooks, and Dulcich wide open inside the LA 25-yard line. He's got 75 yards on 5 grabs now as he beats, I believe, Asante Samuel in coverage. No, that was Colson getting beat in coverage. And Samuel on that tackle. Clean pocket, looking for the end zone. Caught! What a throw by Nix, caught by Mims. Right on target. And Mims makes no mistake to haul it in. Back of the end zone grab for Denver's first touchdown of week 2. Colson once again gets beat in coverage, but was Mims out of bounds? Booth review. I don't think he got both feet in. Let's get one more look here. It's hard to tell if he had it. That's going to be a touchdown. Right foot toe being dragged. Left foot planted. He had possession. The call will stand. And it's back to a 1-score game. And the Broncos are going for 2 to make it a field goal difference. Nix will throw. Over the middle. Caught by Franklin. It's 14-11. That is how you open the second half. A pick that turns all the way into 7 or 8 points. And now it's back to 1 score. All of a sudden, Denver has passed LA in yards here in this game as Herbert slings it to Makaki across the 50. Couple of big plays by 15 here in this one. He beats Blackstock that time in coverage. They're already into plus territory on the first play from scrimmage on their next drive. Herbert, quick throw into the flats. Caught by Palmer for no gain. So Herbert trying to shake off the INT from the second half opening drive. I've not seen Cooper get involved here since really their first drive of the ball game. 3rd and 7 coming up for LA. Five-man rush, screen setting up. Williams has too much room, and he's got the first down. Half the quarter gone. Play fake, and Browning gets home again for his second sack of the afternoon. A loss of 9 this time. That first sack might have been called just a tackle for loss. It might have been a designed run for Herbert, but regardless, 2 great plays made by number 5. It's second and long for Herbert. They're going to get all of it back and more with Amari Cooper right over the middle. And just like that, it's first down for the Chargers. Abrams Drain gets burned in coverage. There's Amari Cooper with his first catch of the half. 4-man rush. Herbert looking for the end zone. It's caught by Palmer. His second touchdown of the day. Right between 2 defenders. A perfect throw by Justin Herbert. A second look at this one. That is just, I mean, you cannot throw a better ball than that. Blackstock got beat. Safety gets there late. And the Chargers respond on the very next drive to boost their lead back to 10 with the PAT. First and 10 Denver from their 27-yard line. Cooks wrapped up for only a 1-yard gain by Henley. Alvin Kamara motions out wide. Nix, quick hitter, caught! Sutton jetting up the field. Huge gain inside the LA 30. Replay of this one, a really quick throw. And right up the numbers goes Cortland Sutton, burning Samuel in coverage, one-on-one. The Broncos are on the move here, trying to answer right back and score their second straight touchdown of this third quarter. Nix over the middle, caught by Sutton, gain of 9.5. Here's Nix, another quick throw. This time is Dulcich. 3 different receivers on this drive, or I guess 2 with Sutton plus Dulcich. And we are in business. 9 yards away from the end zone. Kamara gets the handoff, but really had no chance there. A loss of 2. Handoff, Kamara running right. He picks up 4 yards to get us closer. That sets up 3rd and 7. Trips top of the screen at Dulcich towards the bottom. Nix for Dulcich at the 2. We might want to take a field goal here and look to our defense to get a stop. And that is the call here. Lutz comes out for the field goal kick to essentially close this third quarter. And it's back to a 7-point ball game. Got a back and forth game here. All of a sudden, as Herbert underneath for Disley to end the third quarter. 2nd and 5 coming up after the break. Start of the fourth quarter. Defense needs a stop here on this possession. Herbert all day to throw. He's got Williams underneath, or really J.K. Dobbins, excuse me, for a gain of only 1. Tackle made by McMillian. 3rd down. Get our defense once again force a punt, or can the Chargers convert another big 3rd down? They will not get it. Inches shy is McConkey. They should punt this one away. Here we go, a touchdown ties it in this fourth quarter of week 2. Broncos looking for back-to-back wins to open up their season. Bo Nix so far 25 for 30 passing, very efficient. Besides that pick, I think he's been pretty great. No complaints besides, of course, the interception. Underneath, though, a short one for Mims. It's not going to cut it. We need 5 yards for the conversion. Nix facing pressure, just has to get rid of it. You do not want to go 3 and out after a great stop by your defense. I doubt we're going to get back-to-back stops, to be honest. But Herbert's going to see the ball once again. Still leading by at least 1 score. And we'll see what happens. First and 10 for LA. Here's Williams, wrapped up by Browning. He has been everywhere, both in run defense and in pass rushing. Try it again. Browning once again tackles him from behind. And it's third down for the Chargers. They need 5 to keep this drive going. Can our defense give us one more chance to score? Not quite yet. First down for Josh Oliver. From the 45. Herbert facing pressure, takes off up the numbers and picks up first down yardage. You don't often see Herbert run like that, but he does have some wheels on him once he gets moving there. And the Chargers are driving right down the field. Herbert's pass caught right at the sticks. They'll say it's a first down for Palmer. Delayed handoff and nothing there for Williams. So he had 10 runs for 44 yards. Now has only had 8 yards on his last 10 carries since then. So run defense has been very good since the first half for the Broncos. They'll fake it to Williams. Herbert has it knocked away. Diving play by guess who? The rookie cornerback Luke Blackstock. Man, has he been great in these first couple of weeks. Third and 10 for Los Angeles. Herbert facing pressure, dumps it off, incomplete for Devontae Williams. But LA will be in range for a field goal attempt for Sanders here, which will increase their lead back to 10. The offense has to give us a chance here to win this game. Under 5 to play here. Offense has got to score quickly. Nix has time to throw, and it's caught for a first down by Dulcich. He is over 100 yards on the day. 8 receptions. That goes for a first down. Fake handoff to Kamara out wide, and Dulcich with catch number 9. Pass from Nix, caught for a first down. It's Troy Franklin. Just his second or third of the afternoon. The offense is moving. Gotta probably score before the 2-minute warning, ideally. And look for a defensive stop for a chance to tie the game or take the lead with under 2 to play. There's Greg Cooks on the screen for the first down. 26 yards out. Nix, complete again. It's Mims inside the 5. Tackled at the 3. Broncos going quick. Nix evading pressure, but he stumbles over his own lineman and is taken down for a 5-yard loss. Pressure coming. It gets home again. Back-to-back sacks. Come on, man. Injury timeout for LA. It's Charles Omenihu. That at least does stop the clock, but now we're 21 yards away on 3rd and goal, and the pass is broken up in double coverage. You gotta take the field goal here. Make it a 1-score game and hope your defense can show up on one last drive. It's nearly blocked, but Lutz hits it through the uprights. It's 24-17. Now it's up to our defense. We have all 3 timeouts plus the warning here. 2:03 left to go. They'll hand it off. This is Dobbins running right. Not a lot there. Javonte Williams back in. He'll get the handoff, but he is swallowed up quickly. No gain on 2nd down for LA. Huge play right here. 3rd down and 8 to go. Dobbins in the backfield for the Chargers. Herbert's going to throw it. Pressure gets there. It's Chris Abrams-Drain for a huge sack off the edge. Denver calls timeout, and we're going to have a chance to force overtime here. Denver is 60 yards away from tying this game up. First pass caught by Sutton for a short gain. Tackle made there. And a one-on-one coverage. Broncos go no huddle. Nix outside to the right and caught by Mims. Gain of 4. It is 4-down territory the rest of the way. So you got plenty of opportunities here. Nix, time to throw. Caught right down the field inside the 30-yard line. That was Marvin Mims. He's had a big day so far. 5-man rush. Picked up well, and Dulcich hauls it in for a 9-yard gain. Under 60 seconds left to go. And we are 18 yards away from another Broncos touchdown. Pass caught by Mims. First down, Denver. Nix underneath for Mims. He keeps going right back to 19. And so far, it's worked out well. We have no timeouts left. You got to go fast here. Nix taking off. He's got room to find the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. What a drive. A huge defensive stop. And Denver goes right down the field in quick couple of plays. 28 seconds left at regulation. Will Denver go for 2 or take the PAT? It's going to be a PAT for Will Lutz. We're not going to get too aggressive here. And the kick is up and good. We have tied the game. It was 24-14. 10 unanswered points here in the fourth quarter by the Broncos. But still, time for the Chargers. They have all 3 timeouts. Return brought out from the 1. And then we'll start from their 24-yard line. With 24 seconds left to go. Tied at 24. A lot of 24s here. Can the Chargers get in field goal range? They won't even really try it. And a 9 there for Williams. It might take one shot down the field here. That might be it. Underneath and caught by Cooper. Broken tackle. They got 1 timeout left. They're about 20 yards away from field goal range. They'll fake it. Herbert's under duress. He breaks a tackle and slides 5 yards shy of the sticks. They're out of timeouts. 7 seconds left to go. It's going to be a Hail Mary for Herbert. He loads it up and heaves it down the field. Back of the end zone. No, a flag comes in. No way you call PI. That is the call. Pass interference on Brandon Jones. And they're going to have an untimed down, and they're going to walk it off with the field goal. Chip shot. Good from Sanders. I can't believe this. We just got absolutely robbed. You can't call PI on a Hail Mary. Not after that. Oh my God. We worked it all the way back from down by 11, down by 10. Just to get walked off by the refs. I'm sick. That is one of the most sickening L's you will ever see. Oh my God, I can't believe we just had to witness that. We showed so much grit, so much toughness, playing from behind the entire game, only for that to be how it ends. That is just awful. Oh my God, we better have a chip on our shoulder the rest of the season after that. Against a rival no less. Our first loss of the year. and it comes against an AFC West opponent. Bo Nix, 37 for 44 passing. I think the two game-changing plays were his INT in the first half on our first good drive of the ball game, and then of course the bad pass interference call. Those two changed the game. God, that is just sickening. Greg Cooks, once again, 2.8 per carry for the second week in a row. We barely ran the ball, man. We had, 7 carries in total? 8 carries total. They had way more than us. We passed the ball so much in this game, and Dulcich and Mims were getting open. Drive after drive, 10 plus receptions each, over 110 each through the air. But Josh Palmer goes for 2 big touchdowns. McConkey had the one as well. And we get absolutely hosed by the referees. The Zebras take over late on the last play of the game, and we had no chance to respond. Wow. That one hurts. We should be 2-0, or at least should have been in overtime. Man, that sucks. Skill point, though, for a guy who has been very impressive in his first 2 career games in this league. Luke Blackstock had his first pick in this one. And I think for him, I'm just going to go with either man or zone every time. Whichever one is lower, I think I'll just target that. So we'll do man coverage here and try and get that coverage up by 1 or 2 points. We get +2 here, +3 player guys, plus we get +1 zone coverage. So now they're both at 79. So he's going to be a very well-rounded corner. And those guys usually pan out pretty well. Surtain is a good example of that. We missed him in this game against Herbert. And if we would have had him or Tyrell Dodson, I feel like we could have won this game by 3 or more points. Man, that is a tough loss to take. But you know what? We got to move on. So now we get the Chiefs. 2 of our next 3 weeks. I think I'm going to, next episode, sim these next 2 games and jump into that week 5 matchup against KC and see if we can perhaps upset them once again like we did last year in that first game on the road. This first game will come at Arrowhead just like last time, and we get them back at Mile High in 2 weeks. But so far, they've been a top 5 offense. I mean, they put up nearly 50 points this past week against Green Bay, so they've been fantastic. We do get Surtain and Garrett Bowles back this week, and so we're going to miss Dodson for 1 more week with the broken finger. But we get those injured guys back for the most part. And here is who is up for a new contract by year's end. We have $143 million in cap room. We have so much money, but also so many free agents coming up this next year. We could once again be seeing a pretty big exodus of players entering free agency. And Surtain leads the lists, and he does have some interest in returning, and he will be our biggest, focus here in terms of re-signing. I think Greg Dulcich has been great for us so far. I think he has earned superstar dev and has earned a new contract too. Cortland Sutton, not a lot of interest in coming back. We've got Nick Bonito, Damari Mathis. Zach Allen has been solid, especially in run defense for us these first, year and change. Garrett Bowles once again due for a contract. Donovan Wilson, one of our free agent pickups this past year. So no shortage of players up for new deals, but honestly, I think regardless if we bring back most of them, we're still going to have a lot of cap room. So we definitely have things to look forward to in this next offseason. We don't have to wait to make any moves here. Everybody who's up for a deal is up for it here in week 3. So we're going to get a deal done with Surtain hopefully next episode. We won't have to worry about that going forward for our best player on the entire team. I kept our scouts the same this year because we really didn't really focus too much on a linebacker or defensive tackle, and I kind of do want to focus on that hopefully in the first couple rounds of this draft, because we've addressed corner and safety last time, plus running back, and now it's time to address those other spots where we still kind of have some pretty big question marks, especially at offensive tackle as well, with Garrett Bowles being 33 years old and up for a new deal. Our right tackle, I forget his name, also due for a new contract. So we're going to focus on outside linebacker in the West, and for the Central, we're going to focus on offensive tackle for sure. And we'll get the extra boost to defensive end hopefully as well. Not entirely sure how that works. We'll do outside linebacker for the Northeast as well, because that's one of the strengths of this region. And then for Southeast, I'll probably still do offensive tackle, even if it's one of the weaknesses of the region. And so that way we kind of get a lot of guys across multiple areas with at least some decent scouting percentage. We'll focus more on the actual prospects in a couple of weeks once we get them over 50% scouted, but that's going to leave us here. We are 1-1 after that insane ending against the Chargers. They get their first and we get our first loss, and now we got the Chiefs and 2 of our next 3 weeks, plus the Cowboys, who were the runners-up last year. So we'll see what happens in these next couple of weeks. Got to get back in the win column after that heartbreaking loss in week 2. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. As always, please like the video, subscribe if you're new. We are fully back. Hopefully, 1 episode per day for each series, going between all 3 series. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.